air signs, how you doing? It's about that time, okay? We got a full blue moon coming in just 2 days, and I'm doing elemental reading, so I'm doing it by element. So this is for my air signs. We're just gonna dig a little deep and see what's going on with the energy and see if there's something you need to know. So let's just do my psychic impressions first, and then I'm gonna use a couple of oracle cards and some of my favorite decks. I also got these little cute seeing stones. These are really cool. So yeah, let's just do it. Okay, Spirit. For my air sign energies. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Blue moon energies for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. What do they need to know? This is so weird. I'm getting, this is old. I'm hearing clackety clack, don't talk back. There's something about you verbalizing or expressing yourself in such a way that it's annoying somebody or people, or who gives a shit. All I know is that you guys need to say something, and it's time to speak up about, your air signs. If anybody can articulate it, it can be you guys. But I am getting that someone doesn't want to hear it. It's like they know that the lecture is coming. It's not that you guys give lectures. It's just more like, this is what I see you're doing, and I don't like it. Definitely has to do with love relationships or communication in general. Somehow your communication is not getting across, or you've been holding your tongue a bit and not wanting to convey the messages that you want to say to whoever this person is, or people, or whatever. So, yeah, and then even before I started your reading, I was getting something like, let's get it going, let's go, let's get moving. Not so much about me doing the readings, but I think more about your energy is like, let's just talk about it, let's just get it out on the table. I'm so sick of the bullshit, I'm sick of walking on eggs. So there's a big conversation coming up for my air signs that needs to be addressed. It's going to change everything I'm hearing. It's going to, yeah, okay. They're saying it's going to change the life path, it's going to change. So if it's a relationship, it may be something about talking about a touchy subject that needs to be addressed, or something that's a bit of a, I just heard a pee under the mattress. That's an old term too, for when there's problems that haven't been addressed and they need to be discussed. So you guys are having the big talk. There's a big talk happening. I've been getting with all the other elements, the 3Ds, death, desertion, divorce. Some people are dealing with death. Some people are dealing with someone that's dying. That could be the end of a relationship, obviously. Some people are dealing with talking about divorce. Some people are dealing with someone that's just deserting the relationship and walking out. Whatever the case may be, there's an ending here, air signs. And there's also a new beginning. But the new beginning cannot happen until the ending happens, and I think you guys know this. Yes, especially Gemini and Libras. Aquarius, I kind of feel like you're in your new beginning, but it's not going the way you thought. That's the first thing I heard. They're like, yeah, they're in their new beginning, but it's not going the way they thought. Or it's not going according to your mental plan or how you pictured it or what you saw. As far as Gemini and Libra, I feel like you've got death surrounding you. I don't know if there's someone around you that's dying or on their deathbed, or if maybe it's a parent or a spouse. But I kind of feel like it's really difficult, obviously. But it's not difficult in that sense. It's more about like getting things together, or you know how like when you plan, you know that this person's going to be crossing over, so do you do hospice? Do you do, what about the will? What about burial services? What do they want? So it's like that kind of shit that I keep seeing. And then also, I feel like a lot of you could be dealing with a death, like metaphorically, where it's like there's an ending to something. And it could be revolving a relationship. I'm getting more like work-related, where it's like, I know I have to end this cycle, or whatever it is I'm doing isn't working anymore, so I need to start something new. So there's a little bit of both. Geminis, man, you guys are fucking all over the place. I feel like if you're in a relationship, there's a discussion that needs to happen regarding the relationship. There's something that's going on in the relationship that's either causing havoc or trouble or disharmony. And so Spirit's telling me they really need to work on it with their spouse if they want the relationship to work. So probably doing like, what do you call it? A marital therapy, or a therapy in some sense, or just counseling in some way, or Even just working on things on your own and talking it out about what annoys, what needs to be fixed, what can we work on, that kind of stuff. So again, with air signs, and yes, you guys rule communication, but I'm noticing a theme here. It seems that communication is key during this full moon into the next month. Aquarius, they want to just point out something for you. There needs to just be a discussion about where the relationship is going. If you're in a relationship, there's something about it being at a place that's too level for you. You're like, something's got to shift. Something's got to change. It's not... I'm afraid that if it stays in this place too long, this is where it will forever be. So they're saying, yes, listen to your intuition, because that's exactly what's happening. There's something going on with that energy that you're dealing with where you need to give it a little push or a shove, or definitely motivate them verbally or otherwise. I don't know what you got to do. I'm getting a lot more relationship issues with the air signs than I am with work or anything else. I feel like work is fine. I'm not getting issues with work. But if there is an issue with work, I'm getting it more with Aquarius than anybody else. It's like Aquarius, you know, I mean, make up your mind already. Just pick something and do it. That's what Spirit just said. They just got to make up their mind and just do it. Once they focus all their energy into this one thing, it'll flourish. And then they can move on to the other things they want to do. Libras, I don't know what Libra group I'm talking to. Remember, guys, this is for the collective, so it's not going to be a personalized reading. If you want a personal reading, you have to come to me, and then we can focus on you. But this is, I'm getting all types of energy. But so, like, for some Libras, I'm getting where it could be a retirement time, or a need to want to retire early, or wanting to just stop what I'm doing. Either I need a break, but there is something with what I do that I'm not vibing with it anymore, man. Yeah, it still brings in the money, but who gives a shit? My passion's not behind it. I'm not feeling it. That's what I'm getting for that. Geminis, I feel like you guys like your work, but I also feel like you have an outside party that's fucking around with your shit. I don't know who it is. It could be someone at work, or it could be someone at home, but someone's messing with my mojo. And when I say I'm jumping in your energy, so I'm an empath. I feel like someone's messing with my mojo. I'm fine until somebody opens their big mouth, and then it's like I'm being watched, or someone's watching me, or maybe they're trying to learn how I do what I do to take my job. It's something's going on, Gems. So pay attention, okay? Because you got competition that you don't really know about. The moon will reveal all, I promise. Because I am seeing that. Something's going to be revealed to you, and then you're going to be like, holy shit. Yeah, that makes sense. Who's thinking about that when you're working and you're in your zone? You're not thinking about that, you know, you're just doing your job. I mean, overall, I kind of like the energy for my air signs, but you guys got completely different energy than the other signs. Please, if you have another element that's dominant in your chart, please watch that video. But, I mean, overall, I feel like my love life is just a mess. I don't know. It's not going where I want it to go. And then I'm also kind of trying to, it's almost like I'm trying to convince myself that it's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out. It'll even out, or it'll pan out, or... But it's funny because I also feel like I'm bullshitting myself. It's like I know, but I don't want to know, you know? But I do feel like for those of you that do have healthy relationships, it's pretty good. There might be some renewals of vows or marriage proposals or things like that. There's a leap into some more, like a deeper commitment on a soul level even, if the relationship is working out. But for those of you who are seeing red flags, they're saying stop pretending that you don't see them. It needs to be discussed, and it needs to be addressed. So you guys got to start talking. You know, I'm just amazed by that, because, I mean, as air signs, you think I can't shut you guys up sometimes. No offense, but almost every air sign friend I know, they're just gabbity gab gab. Now all of a sudden you want to be quiet? Really? Like, no, can't do it. So it's time. Even if you have to bring down the hammer, like, there's something about bringing down the hammer and just saying it all out, laying it all out, and not being afraid of the repercussions. Although I feel like there is something about toning down how you say it. Like, maybe it's just how you say it, or how you do the delivery, I guess. Yeah, they're saying there's something with that, too. I mean, they may not want to hear it, I guess. The thing I'm also getting is that you don't want them to hear it from someone else. That's a big factor. And this isn't about cheating or third parties in general. It just is about, could be a misunderstanding upon like amongst family members or co-workers, but you don't want to getting through the grapevine how you're feeling about somebody, so you better tell them to their face, you know. It's just, it would be better that way, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Yeah. Yeah, enough's enough. I mean, right away, I'm just like, it's enough. I'm, like, getting very frustrated. I don't like how people are perceiving things when I know what I know. So, in other words, it could be that people in your environment are creating the narrative, but you already know what the narrative is, and it's almost like a lot of gossip and lies and bullshit, and you're just like, none of that is true, like absolutely nothing. So I don't know where you're getting your information from, but A, B, and C. So it's almost like, it's not about standing up for yourself. It's like, just put it this way. You're going to bring clarity to a situation that basically involves you. That's what you're doing. Yeah, you kind of have to. Because if you don't, it's just going to get worse, is what I'm hearing. Jesus. I hate gossip. Fucking hate it. Like, nobody, go to the person and tell them to their face. Have the balls and the common decency to go to the person and tell them in their face. Don't create, people create false narratives about people all the time to ruin reputations, to make them seem bad to the other person. And I'm telling you right now, air signs, I'm getting that big time with you. You need to go to the source and have that person who they're talking about stand in front of them and say, okay, tell them what you just told me about them. And I guarantee you, they're going to clam up. Because they're lying, okay? That's what I'm getting, air signs. Someone's lying about you, or about the person that you're with, or about your something at work, or they're creating drama where drama doesn't need to be, and it's confusing you, and it's pissing you off, and it's starting to build up. So it's going to get to the point where you're like, fuck this, I'm done. Because I feel very angry right now, and as an empath, I pick up the energy, and this didn't happen with the other elements, so all of a sudden I'm really annoyed and pissed off. And I'm just like, this is bullshit. I can't believe I have to defend myself. Like, I mean, everybody knows my character, but apparently they don't. So, obviously, you need to do something. If not, then you're defending the character of somebody else. Somebody that you really care about. And you don't like what's being said about them. So, it could be that as well. There's something to do with money here. Money's a big issue. People fighting over money. People arguing about money. Whether it's like maybe money was left to you guys in a will and they're fighting the squabbles, you know, squabbling for the scraps, you know, it's a weird energy. I don't like it. It's ugh, you know, who gives a shit? You know, like, I don't understand this. So there's something about money, or someone being pissed off about an inheritance or not getting money, or they're supposed to get this money and they're not getting it, someone stole it, but which is total bullshit. I don't feel like that's true. So Gemini, just be aware regarding your finances. Be aware regarding your, oh, I said Gemini. Just literally all the air signs, but maybe Gemini's key here. But there's something about money and someone messing around with your money. And it's time to speak up about it. I'm getting this for Libra too. Libra, I'm getting more like someone is saying they're supposed to get this money, but they're not promised this money because something wasn't done correctly. There's some shadiness around this, Libra. So get the full story, Libra. Again, air sign, looking into who's telling the truth. Find out. Enough with the fingers being pointed at the wrong people, because they are, is what I'm getting. And it's enough. Enough is enough, because you know, everything done in the dark will be brought to light. And I kind of feel like my Libras are going to find out something regarding this. And that it's going to just be like, whoa, that makes so much sense. Now this all makes sense to me. And it has to do with money, Libra, okay? Aquarius, I kind of feel like your money's all good. It's your money. Money's not an issue. And if it is, it's going to get better. I don't see any issues with your money. At least not in 3 months. If you're having troubles right now. What I see issues with is communication with my love or the person that I'm with. Or if I don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or I'm not in a significant relationship, then it's communication with loved ones, okay? It could be kids, it could be family, siblings, children, you know, the whole nine. But there's something about communication with my loved ones that is, it's really getting messed up and blurred between the lines, and it's causing a lot of havoc unnecessarily. It's not needed is what I'm getting. It's causing trouble. Yeah. I mean, I don't like any the air signs. This is strange. I feel like there's maliciousness, there's gossip, there's greed, there's stuff about money, there's fighting, there's squabbling. It's almost idiotic. I don't mean to be mean, but this kind of energy pisses me off because it's like childish. Like, I don't even understand this. This doesn't make sense to me. Fuck it. Yeah, figure it out, but fix it, because it's just going to keep going on like this for 3 months if you don't. The sooner the better. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. I feel like it could be done in a month. All this bullshit. Oh, there goes my pen. All this bullshit. So, yeah, I don't know what this is. Let's pull some cards and see what we got. We're going to start with my dark deck, because I want to understand what is up. As far as, like, is it you? Is it them? Tell me about this energy. Blue moon for my air signs. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, blue moon energies. What is going on in relation to this reading? What do we need to know, Spirit? Thank you. All right, they're telling me I could pick. So these cards are so big, I have to kind of just pick them. The other cards I can just... I'll show you how big they are when I get them. All right, let's see. See how big? Huge. Let's see what you guys got. Now, this is a great deck because there's a lot of imagery and insight. Oh, no. I got that card for the earth signs. Yeah. Okay, so here we have this couple. I'm getting a lot of Gemini energy with this, and Libra. But we have this toxic couple. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if this is you with a toxic person, or you're in a toxic relationship, air signs, or there's something about, there's a greediness here. There's a, and don't get angry, guys. I'm just reading the energy. It could be people around you. But, so maybe you guys know this toxic couple. Maybe some of you are this toxic couple. I can't really say. I mean, like I said, it's a collective reading. But I am getting, there is a toxic couple. They're up to no good. They're under the full moon. They're up to no good. They're surrounded by trees, so this meeting is being held in secret. There's nothing else around them but a woods, you know, trees. And they look strange, obviously. I mean, she's got boobies everywhere. He's got, you know, bird feet. Obviously, there's... it's almost like I feel like there's a deviantness about who they are. And maybe they wear a mask in front of people, but behind closed doors there's evilness, or there's an objective for evil. But I don't like this meeting because there's something dirty about it. It almost looks like she's handing him a piece of paper. If you really look at the card, she's handing him something. So it's almost like you need to do this, or you need to... It's almost like, you know, someone that puts a hit on somebody or something. You know, this strange meeting behind secret, you know, out in the wilderness where no one can see us under the full moon. And that's the only light that's on them. So this is not... I don't have a good feeling with this card, 4, 5, 6. The card numbers radiate to 6, which is the number of harmony. But with 4 and 2... I kind of feel like someone's foundation is in trouble of being ruined. It could be a jealous lover, thinking that someone's coming in between their relationship. And then with the 2, normally that's a relationship, that's a healthy relationship. But with 4 and 2, the only way this woman is going to find harmony in her relationship is by getting rid of something else. But the weird thing is, I don't see third party energy per se. But I feel like it could be that this person thinks that there's a third party and there really isn't. Or this person feels like there's something that she needs to get rid of in order for their relationship to be stronger. But there's something really fucked up about that card. Yeah, and I mean, they're on the attack. This person has done magic on somebody. This is getting off course on the main reading that I was picking up, but I hate this energy because this energy always kind of crops up. So someone's doing spells or witchcraft or something, possibly even wanting death to this so-called third party that they think is there. I don't think there is a third party. I think it's in their head, or maybe this was somebody that their person dated a long time ago and they still think that they still have feelings. Whatever the case may be, this person is dabbling in things that they have no business dabbling in. And then we have, this is the outcome. So now, we have a lot of lions here. This person could be a fire sign. We have the devil, which is the Capricorn. That's in the tarot. That represents Capricorn. But, and that could be coulda, woulda, shoulda. I don't know. But then we have the moon. It's dripping blood. So didn't I just say someone's looking to take a hit? Or someone's on the attack. Or someone's ready to attack. So this is why I'm saying, air signs, you need to have a conversation. Because I feel like somebody is up to no good regarding something that they have this narrative in their head that isn't even true. And they're practicing things they shouldn't be practicing. And they may literally attack an innocent person for no reason. I gotta say that. Because that's what it feels like to me. Let's keep moving with the other cards. See what else we got. If this happens, whatever, and you guys, again, if this is not your story, don't worry about it. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Only some. Ooh. I always grab the flyers. But I'm not going to grab these two because that was from the other reading. So, tell me more about air signs and what they're going through regarding this. I don't know what's going on. Like, is it a relationship or is it like a third party? Or is there something else going on? It could be a work thing. Either way, someone's out for blood. So what's the deal? What's the deal, Spirit? They're showing me a dartboard, and they just said bullseye. So someone's out for blood when I said that. Okay, hold on. One more card. I'm going to take this one because it really popped. Okay. Some of these cards are very similar to the other elements. So someone's drinking their sorrows away, or someone's numbing their feelings. They're using alcohol to avoid confrontation, or they could be an alcoholic, or they're wrestling with their demons, and so they're using... every time I get the bottle, it just reminds me of a drinker, someone who's a drinker. So there's someone that's partaking either too much, or it's really starting to affect them. And then we got the limb and the sea. So this is someone, I'm getting a very obsessive energy, air signs. Someone's addicted to somebody here. Like, they feel like if they're not with this person, they feel like they have a missing limb. Like a part of them is missing. And there's a bit of an obsession here. And the emotions regarding this are very deep, choppy, and scared. Like, I'm getting a very scared, icky feeling. Almost like... if I don't get them, I don't know what I'll do. Like, this is like stalker energy. And it could be like with that card before. This is gross. I don't know how come this reading's going in this direction. But I'm getting where someone's so obsessed that they're willing to kill the person to get them. Like, it's that kind of... Like, if I can't have them, no one can have them. It's that kind of vibe. So, air signs, watch out. If this isn't you, or if... I don't feel like... I hope none of you are doing this. I don't know. Let me pull one more card. Yeah, the burning head. Every time I get this is someone who's really obsessed in their mind thinking about something or someone. And then the urn. Someone's gonna either, someone's kicking the bucket because of their obsession. It might be even killing them slowly. It's something that's eating away at them. Or they want the other person dead. That's what I keep getting. It's so fucked up. I've never got this in a reading before. But, I mean, we do what we do. Okay, let's moving on. Let's move on to the next thing. Fucking craziest air signs. What the fuck? Did I do these already? No, I didn't do these. Alright, this is the Oracle of Mystical Moments, and then we're going to pull from the Seeing Stones. Okay, that took a really crazy twist, Spirit. What else can you tell me regarding this blue moon energy for my air signs? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What did my... air signs need to know with this blue moon energy? I just heard my spirit guide say, you know, they're sensing the power of someone else and it makes them nervous. So I don't know what that means for you guys. But they just said that to me. Okay, we just got 2 cards to start. Let's see what we got. The Perfect Key and Abracadabra. I keep getting Abracadabra for every element, by the way. So we got Abracadabra and the Perfect Key. So somebody thinks that they fit with somebody else, or that they think that this other person fits with them. But it's causing, and they're using magic. They could be doing love spells, or trying to get this person back, or doing everything they can to say, listen, I'm perfect for you. You know, I have the key to your heart. I know exactly what it is that you want. And I'm going to work magic to win you over, which is kind of fucking crazy. I don't do love spells. I'm against them. I think that's the worst thing that you could do. It's not, you don't want to force someone to love you. Never works. Sunny day and weaving flowers. So weaving flowers is actually one of my happiest cards, because this means you have dreams and you have hopes, and there's things, and you're weaving this future together, or this is what you want, or this is what you see. And oh, sunny day is, see, now look, it's not sunny. It's not raining though either, but she does have an umbrella, and she's sitting on a toadstool. So toadstools, that kind of stuff grows with moisture. So she's waiting. Well, it does kind of look like it's raining. It's a gray sky. It looks like maybe the rain is kind of dissipating. But this is someone who's waiting for a sunny day. This is someone who's waiting for something to change, to happen, to shift, to get better. It could have a lot to do with relationships here. I feel like one person is pining away for someone else while they're in a relationship and they feel stuck. Or I feel like someone loves someone more than the other person. For my air signs, there's something going on with your love dynamic. I also feel like there's way too many people and voices and noises and people talking and gossiping, where it's blinding you to the truth, or it's blinding your person to the truth, or there's something that's going to be revealed after this full moon. I can tell you that much. And within 3 months, all this bullshit's going to go away. All right, let's do the seeing stones. This is what happens when people gossip. This is what happens when people cheat. This is what happens when people aren't honest about their feelings and string people along and stay stuck in relationships that they don't belong in. But if you're in a good relationship, then it might be time to try and understand what each other really wants, and that talk needs to happen too. Tell me more for my air signs, please. Okay, we got the scales of justice, and we'll talk about it in a minute. We got flower. I'm going to line these up. We got the letter D. That's how I'm seeing it. I like to think of this as a rainbow, but I'm not getting rainbow right now. I'm getting more like, probably like a sunrise or a sunset. And then we have leaf. So, I mean, justice, it will be served. I mean, I kind of feel like this needs to happen. So this conversation or this communication, when it finally does happen, so much more is going to be understood and realized. It'll bring balance. It will bring justice, okay? The flower is somebody who's very up in their head or whimsical. They're not really seeing the bad traits of things. They're only seeing the pretty things. They're like, oh, everything's great. We're great. Everything's wonderful. I had my sister. I love her. God rest her soul, Kathy. But she was going through so much havoc in her relationship. And I remember when I was like, how are you? And all she would say, everything's great. Everything's wonderful. It wasn't great. It wasn't wonderful. She's going through a divorce. That's what I'm getting with this energy. It's almost like we're pretending things are great and wonderful when they're really not. That's what I'm getting, air signs, okay? The letter D, I don't know. It could be anything. Maybe it's the initial of something. D for divorce. Death, desertion, divorce. The 3 Ds. It could be dystopian view on life, you know, just dreaming, that kind of stuff. It's up to you what you're getting with that. I kind of feel like this is more of a sunset. So there's something that we need closure on something. We need something to be over with. We need something. It's the end of the day. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's that kind of vibe where I'm just like, I'm exhausted. I'm done with dealing this. D, done. D, divorce. D, direct me. You know, it's almost like I just want out. That's what I keep feeling. This, you know what? The more I look at this, it almost looks like a match in a flame. So it's almost like, at this point, it's like that card with her waiting for it to stop raining. You're almost looking for the light somewhere in anything. In the relationship, in your friendships, in whatever situation you're in now, air signs, you're looking for light in anything. And so you're going to have the flower thing, and I'll light a match. I'll put light in this situation. I'll make it good. We can make it right. but there's something really wrong. There's something underlining underneath the surface that will crack this false foundation and bring it down like a fucking tower. So you can't do that. It's time to face it. It's time to face the music. It's time to talk about it. Get it out in the open. And, you know, it's going to be okay, air signs. This was a really crazy reading. Please watch the other elements because, you know, in your chart you have, mostly there's 2 dominant elements, but you could have balance. I don't know. But check where your other elements are. Like, I'm an earth, but I have a lot of fire in my chart, so I'll probably watch the fire reading again. So just make sure you do that and see if you can get some clarification on what this really is about, okay? I love you guys. Be safe. Bye.